Good evening and welcome to the Nighty Night Show with Ryan Vallon. I'm your host, Ryan Vallon. Thank you for joining me this fine evening at 2:35 a.m. Tonight's show is going to be an interesting one. We have a very special guest whose job is arguably the glue that holds Hollywood together. And special musical guest, The Killers, here to perform their Midwest party anthem, Mr. Brightside. However, before we get into all of that, we have some news and updated reports on the coronavirus pandemic. There have been new surges of COVID-19 around the globe. On October 23rd, the United States reported more than 85,000 cases, setting a new record for the most cases reported in a day. Since then, increasing flares of coronavirus are popping up across the world. There have been more than 47 million COVID-19 cases reported worldwide. Rising infections in Europe are threatening a second wave of lockdowns and increased prevention measures. In the United States, cases now have surpassed 9.5 million and over 230,000 deaths have occurred. These numbers do not appear to be getting better as updated reports come in. States including Ohio, Virginia, Maine, and New Mexico are reporting record high numbers as we head into November. In other less daunting news, Instagram has created a new feature. You are now allowed to stream for up to 4 hours. Anyone can stream for those 4 hours. Before this edition, Instagram timed out live streams at 1 hour. This extension was created for instructors and musicians to be able to engage with their audience for an extended period of time. Unfortunately, now your second aunt on your mom's side thinks this update was added so everyone can watch her political rant for 90 minutes. Or if you can't make it to church on Sunday, there's no problem at all. Aunt Becky will just live stream her 7-year-old's son's handbell performance for you to watch in your free time. And she will know if you did not watch it. In this state, virtually watching and attending events is incredibly popular. However, this means live event crews are out of work. Musical artist Niall Horan recognizes this and decided to put on a virtual concert to raise money for his touring crew. This Saturday, November 7th, Niall Horan is playing the Royal Albert Hall in London. He will be live streaming the event for people all over the world. He is set to play songs off of his debut album Flicker, as well as his newest album, Heartbreak Weather. The performance will benefit his touring crew, who have been out of work from the pandemic. What a phenomenal guy Niall is. I've met him a few times. He's a super friendly dude, One time I was at this party, and obviously there were a lot of people around, so I didn't even realize he was there. Then in the middle of the party, he somehow convinced the DJ to play this Irish jig. Everyone at the party was like, what the heck? I turn around, and in the center of the dance floor was Niall and all of his mates doing a choreographed dance to this random Irish song. Once people realized what was starting to happen, they joined in. Well, as much as they could. Everyone is having a great time with that. I am standing there just confused, not knowing what to do. Then Niall spots me. He proceeds to jig over to me. I start looking around trying to figure out what is going on. He jumps on me, koala style, legs around my waist, arms around my neck, the whole deal, and I just start jumping, trying to dance along to this Irish song because I didn't know what else to do. I was just trying to enjoy my drink a couple of seconds ago, and now I have one of the world's biggest pop stars hanging on to me. That was a great night. I need to get him on the show sometime. What a great guy. Anyway, did you know that there is a national kids mullet competition? Let's take a look at some of this year's contestants. Kids from all over the country can participate in the mullet competition. Look at the length on some of this hair. It's absolutely amazing. Look at this kid. He even had some line designs cut into the short sides. Wow. I wish I could grow a mullet. I think it would look awesome. Although I don't think I would rock it as well as these kids earlier. Maybe we should start a Twitter poll. Have the viewers vote on whether or not I should be growing a mullet. I'll keep you updated. How about that? Now, it's time. Today we have an extraordinarily special guest with us tonight. She is the sole reason for keeping balance in Hollywood when the divas become too much or the stars become too bright. Our guest is always around to keep things grounded. Here is the legend, Rachel Cubic.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else tonight at nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. It's a pleasure to be here sitting next to you, Ryan. I was so excited when you asked me to be on the show. You know, I was a little surprised that a show like this would want someone like me to be here, but here I am.
Yes, Rachel, we are excited to have you here tonight. Very interested to hear more about you. But before we go to break, can you tell us a little bit about what you do and why you're here?
Of course. So in short, I'm a red carpet assistant. I pretty much just stand around at red carpet events and help celebrities with anything they need. When I first applied for the job, I really just wanted a chance to meet celebrities and try to become friends with famous people. Now I've been doing this for 20 years though, and I love it. I usually just stand around, usually in the back where no one can see me, but if one of the guests on the red carpet needs some help with something, I swoop in and I'm there to assist. A lot of the jobs I do are really random and people don't usually think about what I have to do. But I guess that's the point, I assist so other people don't have to think about the things that I'm doing. Does that make sense, Ryan?
Yes, Rachel, that's great. I'm sure Late Night America is thrilled to hear more about your life. Unfortunately, we have to cut to break right now, but there will be more from Rachel when we get back. She will talk more about what she does, the nitty-gritty details of the task she has as a red carpet assistant, and maybe even tell us about the different celebrities she's come in contact with. And don't forget, at the end of our show, we will have a very special musical guest, The Killers, performing their hit song from the 2004 Mr. Brightside. We'll be back in a bit.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him. He's gotta come home with me. Not anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Welcome back to the Nighty Night Show. I'm Ryan Vallon. Tonight, I'm joined by a very special guest. Have you ever wanted to attend a red carpet event? Have you ever wanted to mingle around with your favorite celebrities? Well, Rachel here has probably fulfilled your wildest dreams, but not exactly how you think.
My name is Rachel Kubik, and I held Taylor Swift's bubblegum at the 61st Grammy Awards. Yes, you heard that right. I got to stand on the red carpet next to Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga and Cardi B. I used to work for will.i.am. I polished his signature sunglasses in between photos, but who even keeps up with will.i.am anymore, right? You know what, I'll just stick to Taylor Swift right now because she's my employer. Here's Taylor Swift at the 61st Annual Grammy Awards. You can't see me, but I'm standing nearby. I had an extra 35-pack of extra brand spearmint gum in my pocket. Whenever the cameras weren't on her, I would carefully unwrap a piece and place it right into her mouth. I also had a Gucci handkerchief on hand for her to spit her used gum into. It was every Swiftie's dream, to be sure.
Is that the only thing you do for Taylor Swift on the red carpet?
Oh, heavens no. You know her iconic red lipstick. I'm in charge of keeping it up. I keep a lipstick stencil in my back pocket and everything. I've had so many jobs on the red carpet, I might as well just list all of them off. As previously mentioned, I've supplied gum, cleaned sunglasses, and reapplied lipstick. I've also held straws, lint rolled clothing, shined shoes, fetched Starbucks drinks, brushed hair, flossed teeth, spritzed perfume, touched up nail polish, applied lotion, carried coats and dress trains, held umbrellas, and portable vans. You think of it, I've done it.
Wow, and a partridge and a pear tree. I can't imagine doing those, or having my own personal assistant do those, for that matter. The most I ask my personal assistant to do is to make a pot of coffee. Doesn't everyone in Hollywood ask their personal assistant to do that? But I'm feeling guilty for that now. Maybe I should make my own coffee. I certainly hope you get paid well for all of that.
Oh, nope, not at all.
How much do you get paid?
Like, minimum wage.
I don't know how to respond to that. That sounds kind of depressing. I'm going to give my personal assistant a raise. Anyways, moving on to our next question. If there was any celebrity you could work for, who would it be?
Oh, Jennifer Aniston. Definitely. She's super cool, and totally not because her current red carpet assistant is my ex, who I hate bitterly and who I want to render jobless or anything like that. I hear that Jennifer Aniston loves venti mocha frappuccinos from Starbucks. Totally wasn't my ex who told me or anything, and I would give her so many of them and add extra soy milk and mix it in and hold the green Starbucks straw for her. Totally not so stupid Patrick can't do it anymore.
Starbucks doesn't give out straws anymore, you know. Save the turtles and all of that.
I will go to Trader Joe's and buy hundreds of plastic straws just for Jennifer Aniston. Sea turtles mean nothing in comparison to her acting career. She is wonderful. She deserves so many Oscars.
I've never met such a dedicated Jennifer Aniston fan. Tell me, what's your favorite Jennifer Aniston role?
The one time she was in that one movie with Adam Sandler. What's it called? Just go with it.
Just Go With It by Adam Sandler is your favorite movie that Jennifer Aniston has been in? That movie is horrible.
Yes, I was hired to take all of Adam Sandler's basketball shorts to the dry cleaners way back when. Adam Sandler is a genius, you know, a real comedic talent. He's funnier than you are, Ryan. I got to go to all of his movie premieres, and that totally isn't where I met that backstabbing cheater Patrick or anything. Not at the premiere of Just Go With It.
You know what? How about we watch a clip from the trailer and see what the audience at home thinks about Just Go With It.
Danny! Just go with it.
See, that looks really good.
Genuinely, what is wrong with you, Rachel?
Nothing. Adam Sandler is an artist, an auteur. Jack and Jill was the best film of 2011. The Smurfs, Cars 2, who cares? Cannot compete with Dunkachino.
The Smurfs and Cars 2 aren't very good either.
Silence! I'm going to perform the Dunkachino song now. I have to channel my inner Al Pacino. Everyone wants my Dunkachino, can't get enough of my Dunkachino. Kids from 7 to 17, lining up for my Dunkachino. What's my name? Dunkachino. A Dunkachino.
That was, well, good job, I guess. I'm impressed at your knowledge of the Dunkachino song. Are you also a big fan of Al Pacino?
Yes! But the only movie I've ever seen him in was Jack and Jill. I was still dry cleaning Adam Sandler's basketball shorts during filming, and Al Pacino would ask me to buy him Jimmy John's subs while I was at it. I even brought Jimmy John's to the premiere. He ate it out of my hands on the red carpet. Just like a horse. Patrick was so jealous. He wished he could eat out of Jimmy John's out of my hands.
He sounds like a brony.
No, he is. Wait, are you asking about Patrick or Al Pacino? Because Al Pacino definitely is not a brony. But Patrick will always love the pornies more than me. He said I was his number one priority, but I wasn't. Never was, and I never could be. He spent more money on buying a My Little Pony Crystal Palace Princess playset than he did on me. Can Princess Cadence love you back? No. Can Applejack really bake you apple pies? No. I can bake you apple pies, Patrick. Do I need to be a pony for you to love me? Dunkachino is my only happiness in life. That and feeding bubblegum to Taylor Swift. But I wish I could feed bubblegum to you, Patrick. No, I wish I could feed bubblegum to Jennifer Aniston and steal your job, and then you'd see what you're missing.
Do you need to go to bed? It's almost 3 a.m. I think you should go to bed. Everyone say nighty-night to Rachel.
I am not a toddler. You will not put me to bed.
Haven, I swear to God, shut off her mic or I will fire you. Thank you. All right, here's our musical guest, The Killers. Nighty-night, everyone.
Come